Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What has the princess done? Okay, we got a couple of... We have a lot. Oh, we got a lot of options. What if I turn around and leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you even know where you're going?
No, I don't. Okay. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Oh no, I'm gonna lie. Yes, I definitely know where I'm
I
going.
doubt that, but fine. I
I'm
suppose
leaving.
you just
Bye-bye.
quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But that little voice is me.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
No, I don't want to go to the cabin. Again.
Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I don't want to go to the cabin. I'm gonna turn around again and leave again.
You're keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
That's okay.
Like, dies.
That's okay.
Forever.
What if I want that? That's the ending that I want. I want everybody to die. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Or good, maybe everyone should die. That's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this, or quietly continue down the path. Good, maybe everyone should
When
die.
I said everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Well, why should I kill the princess?
Last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
I don't want to slay a princess.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now,
No.
I'm normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Okay, and I'm just gonna turn right back around, and I'm gonna leave again. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Well, it said there was no wrong decision.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
The sound is getting all distorted. It's so
As you focus on
weird.
your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin. The cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you
But I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to kill the princess.
What's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah,
You've
pretty
doomed us
much.
all. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Otherwise, you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
That's pretty cool. Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Just started.
is a princess.
Over.
You're here to slay her.
I don't want to.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
That's okay. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu.
Yes.
No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
No, it's
He
not.
doesn't remember
You're
what
such a
happened.
liar.
Maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining
Am I
my
talking to
day,
myself?
you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna explore. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the
What are
cabin.
you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there.
No, they
It
haven't.
makes sense if you think about
They
it.
have not been there.
There weren't
They've
any walls in
definitely
the woods.
not
Someone
been
might have
there.
gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Okay, I'm just gonna lie and say that
You
I'm
know I
heading
can
to go
tell when
slay.
you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further.
These walls definitely were not here before.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If
I'm
we're
gonna
stuck
believe
going in
everything
there,
she
maybe we
says.
should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just
Yep.
being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed into the cabin.
The cabin
Sit
interior
down.
is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window.
I like that
But it's
idea.
a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea
We're-
what to expect and no idea
we're
what
not-
we're dealing with. I've
we're
already
not
told
taking
you
the
what you're
knife.
dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Okay, but
If
I'm
you're
not gonna
going
do
to
it with
slay
the
her,
dagger.
You cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna marry the princess.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
You've piqued my
That's my
interest.
plan. I'm going to
What's
marry
gonna
her.
happen if we lose ourselves?
She's gonna be my beautiful
Nothing,
bride,
because
and I'm
you're
gonna be a
going to pull
prince.
yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Which is to marry the princess. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Okay, I'm gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
But there's a mirror
What are
on
you
the
talking
wall.
about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand.
What is wrong with
against
my
the cabin.
hand?
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What am I?
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Am I like a
You know that
freaking
taking the mirror
troll?
away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I am not taking the blade. I'm gonna enter the basement
The door to the
empty-handed.
basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, I'm here to marry you. Wife you
No,
up.
thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice
It
we
is
make,
true.
whatever she is,
He
we
did
know
put up a
one
wall to
thing
keep
for
me
sure.
from leaving. But that she's
What's that?
beautiful.
The fate of the world hinges on your success. There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
We're gonna take the soft stairs to the
You
right.
step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in.
It's like a sofa.
First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Did I make it to
You
the
slowly lose
princess?
sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
So I didn't make it. I did not make it to the princess.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh, I made it to her.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Hey, beautiful.
I feel
I've come
so
to save you.
strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
Oh, you know it. Because I am going to swoon you over. You are going to be my wife.
The princess,
Yeah.
eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? We're just gonna start small talk. What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
You don't got like an actual name?
Princess.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Uh-huh.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
I haven't been
Does it
here
matter?
before.
Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan.
I kind of
Let's see if
can't.
we can make even more of her.
I left the dagger upstairs.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Bro, I didn't bring the blade with me. I set out to marry
How would we
her.
even do that? Where would we start? We could always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
We're gonna keep talking to her. Just like us
I
pull
don't know
apart
what
back
happened to
together.
you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
It's okay, princess. I'm here to save you.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Oh, don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Oh!
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
No.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Oh, now I only have the option.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread.
That one
confident
right there.
stride.
That one's the creepy one.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit.
What is happening?
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
What are you?
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually
We
think our
definitely did
actions had
that.
consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
No. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. When everything is possible, nothing is. You don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else. A mirror.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. We're just gonna approach it.
Don't do this. It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Stop being a wimp and go to the mirror.
Don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
You approach the
This
mirror.
doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yep, you've already said that.
Don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Look at it. The voices feel small and distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin. What's up, boo?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Bruh. I don't know what I am, but I am not a person, that's for sure.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Let her out of
I'm
there.
sorry.
Let her go.
There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Is she talking about death? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kinda, yeah.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
I'm gonna destroy my body. Yep. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
I can't even kill myself? I can't just end it? Can I hurt you? Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
So, what happens?
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom. So
I gotta bring you more souls? That's a good question.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite.
What?
The rest will find their own way home.
Uh-huh. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Girl, you are making no sense.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, how much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help
How
you?
can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Girl, you are not helping me at all. Make me forget.
She asks
Take me back.
that I tell you to remember her.
I don't want to remember her now.
You won't.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. Well, how about that? And that was some insight of Slay the Princess. If you liked it, give it a like and a subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Check out my Discord. Link will be in the description below. And check out my Coffin of Andy and Lele playthrough that I've been working on. It'll be somewhere right here. Right there. Check it out. It's really cool. Bye.